Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose, man. Should Amanda Serrano be considered the greatest female boxer of all times? Some would say that. Now, this is no shade to anyone else. I'm talking about Layla, I'm talking about Clarissa, I'm talking about Katie, I'm talking about all the fighters who are active and fighters from the past, pioneers of the sport as well. It's just a conversation because I keep hearing this come up. Who's the real GWOAT? And people saying why Amanda Serrano should be at least considered the greatest female boxer of all time. Now, she fights on May 30th, in case y'all didn't know, in El Paso, Texas. So make sure y'all tune into that. Now, what makes a greatest of all time? Because being the greatest is not just about belts. It's not just about popularity, not just about fame, not just about your name being known. It's not about undefeated records. It's a lot more than that. And this is what Amanda Serrano embodies. When you talk about greatness, you're talking about longevity, sacrifice, level of competition, willingness to take risks, championships, the fan connection, influence, pressure, and legacy. Amanda Serrano checks every single box imaginable. That's not, you can say, well, that's your opinion, Hood. Well, if you think that's an opinion, then whatever. You want to take it to the stupid. But I'll tell you this, whether you agree or disagree, I don't see how you cannot say that she does not represent courage, professionalism, consistency, discipline, humility, and the warrior spirit. While other fighters just try to build their careers around controversy, Amanda Serrano built hers around work. That's why she's in the position she's in now. Now, this whole thing, people don't know. She don't say a lot, but there was a time where she didn't have anything. You got to understand the poverty and sacrifice story. She didn't come from luxury. A lot of us don't come from luxury, but we can focus and commit and make the refinements necessary, even overhaul things that we need to do to make ourselves better. It's called evolve, and she has evolved. Came from a struggle, came from sacrifice, came from a family trying to survive. She's real. That's why fans respect her. Nothing about her or her story seems manufactured. She really did, attain what she's achieved organically. She did that shit from the dirt. She came from the pavement, man. You know what I'm saying? That famous didn't come overnight. She was fighting out here not making any money. Didn't even have money, a little bit of money to go to some fast food bullshit. Now she's doing whatever she wants. Fighting for low pay, next to nothing. Women's boxing rarely received any attention, didn't receive any attention. There were times female fighters were treated like afterthoughts. Amanda stayed committed, went over there to the MMA world because the pay was a little bit better. But the bottom line is, she was trying to figure out a way. And that matters to boxing fans when you hear her story. Now, what's even more interesting is when you hear her talk about the 7-division world champion achievement. People know Manny Pacquiao. Everybody give that man respect. This man is an 8-division world champion. She's 7. That's a big damn deal, people. 7 divisions. One of the greatest accomplishments in combat sports history. Shit is absurd, to be honest with you. Moving up through divisions is very dangerous. And she did it. Every division changes your speed. Every division changes your timing, changes your power, your durability, changes your conditioning, your punch resistance. But what happened with old Serrano, old Puerto Rican? She kept winning. And now she out here on top of the world, man. So is she the real GWOAT? Well, the fans say this separates her from many fighters because she continually challenged herself. She didn't stay comfortable. She chased greatness instead of safety. She proved she could adapt. She didn't go up and take fights that she knew she could win. Nah, she went after the best. She went and did what she had to do. She challenged herself. She got out of comfort zone. She was chasing drama, not dominance. You know what I'm saying? and she was able to adapt and get the wins. And the reason why she was able to get the wins because she naturally has something that you just can't teach. Knockout power. Mama said knock you out. I was going to make a joke. I ain't going to say that. I'm going to keep this about Amanda Serrano. I ain't going to start making jokes and shit. But she definitely brought violence to women's boxing. And that knockout power is one of the reasons why fans love Amanda Serrano. Because if she get in that ring, she's trying to hurt you. She could hurt you. She's not known for a boring fight, period. Nothing about her fights are boring. She sits down on punches, she attacks the body, she throws combinations with bad intentions. Amanda helped destroy the stereotype that women's boxing can't be exciting. People remember her to think about blood, war, pressure, emotion, think about knockdowns, nonstop action. She made people respect women's boxing physically. And if you think I'm making that up and you've been sleeping underneath a rock, go watch that Katie Taylor rivalry. First one, I thought Serrano won. It could have gone anyway. Shit was close, but I thought she won. But the second fight, she clearly won. Matter of fact, Katie Taylor should have been disqualified. All right. And then the third fight, they had the wrong game plan. But I understand because she had got damn ginsued by Katie Taylor in the second fight with elbows and headbutts. I'm surprised Katie Taylor ain't biting and shit. It was nasty what Katie Taylor was doing in that second fight. So the third fight, strategy-wise, it is what it is. But the bottom line is, that trilogy elevated the sport. It really put women's boxing on the map, and it became one of the most important rivalries in women's boxing history. First fight, that shit was historic. Madison Square Garden, electric, fans from all over the place. The atmosphere, that shit was massive. A lot of people felt Amanda won. I thought she won. But again, that was a close fight. Some thought Katie edged it. But the bottom line is, doesn't matter what I think anyone else thought. Women's boxing won that night. They really did. That fight showed that they could headline, sell tickets, create unforgettable fights. Women can carry pressure. And I think Amanda's willingness to enter brutal wars earned her enormous respect. And you got to put some respect on anyone's name who's willing to get into a fight and let it all hang out and willing to go out on their shield. You see the way she get hit and get headbutt and elbows and all that shit, man. And for her to just push through, man, that she got the warrior mentality. And that's what made fans really connect to her. They're like, yo, she represents grit, discipline, resilience. A lot of men don't have what she has. And these are just the facts. I'm like, this is the truth. You see some of these guys get a headbutt, get this, they fall out, quit. Not her, man. She bite down on her gum, she'll just fight back harder. So who's the real GWOAT? Another thing about it is her humility. That's a major reason why people love Amanda Serrano. She don't create unnecessary chaos. She's confident without appearing reckless. She promotes herself without constantly insulting people. She carries herself professionally. And look, fans notice this. Sponsors notice this. People who offer endorsement deals notice this. Everyone notices it, man. Because today's era, the drama sells. Controversy trends, chaos goes viral. Amanda still managed to build respect through professionalism. That's rare. And although the drama sells, controversy trends, and chaos goes viral, those people who are caught up in that, they're not really getting much of anything, are they? Except backlash and stress and headache. Because people develop fatigue and exhaustion because people get tired of the bullshit. Now with MVP, and why Amanda's role is important, is because she became bigger than just a fighter. She helped elevate MVP, and MVP helped elevate her visibility tremendously. She became a face of women's boxing. She became a mentor, a symbol of opportunity, and a business figure. Evolution, growth. Fans appreciate when she speaks about opportunities for women, better pay, respect, visibility. She appears focused on building something larger than herself. So when she speaks, people listen. Because I don't know of anything she's done to make somebody say, when she opened her mouth, for her to shut up, or for them to close their ears, or to walk out the room. When she enters the room, people stand, they applaud. And then when she's ready for people to sit down, then they sit down. Other people get in the room, people stand up and walk out. Or as soon as they see them coming in, they cuss, make comments, shit under their breath, they up out of there. They don't want to see them. So respect is hard to earn and easy to lose. And a lot of these other fighters need to pay attention. Because Amanda Serrano was focused on building something larger than herself. You know what I mean? So I understand why people put her above other fighters. I do. You know? Because it's all about, I say whole person concept. Other people have told me they refer to it as a complete package. Now, when people argue, right, they say Clarissa Shields. Some say she's the top dog. Many say hell no. Layla Ali, a lot of people say she's the top dog. Some say Katie Taylor, some say Christy Martin, some say Cecilia Brackhouse, right? But the bottom line is the Amanda supporters, they'll argue, we hear you, but Amanda brought championships, action, entertainment, crossover appeal, professionalism, violence, consistency, humility, longevity. Then they feel she's accessible and authentic, and she represents boxing in a pure form. I mean, that's a lot. And that's why I truly believe her legacy will age well. Because respect lasts longer than controversy. When Amanda Serrano is there in Puerto Rico, New York, wherever the hell she's going to be chilling, when she get that gray in her head, she going to be out there in the breeze, man. Looking back at what she got on social media and looking at her videos and clips, ain't no bullshit out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be no bullshit out there. Ain't going to be no duck, duck, goose. What sound does a chicken make? Quack, quack? Or crook-a-doodle-doo? Those may be the sounds she hear from where she got there, especially she in Puerto Rico. She got a little land. Like back in Trinidad, man, go out there and hit them goddamn rooster waking you up in the morning. She may be out there hearing that, but you ain't gonna be no shit like that about her career. Her career is pristine, man. All that respect. People need to pay attention. Public attention changes quickly, man. Viral moments fade. I always talk about the Summit Challenge, and we talk about it during lives. Internet drama expires, but respect. Respect lasts decades. Amanda Serrano built a reputation that parents respect, fighters respect, the media respects, casual fans respect. That's difficult to achieve in combat sports, but she's been able to achieve it. And one thing she's represented very well is the Puerto Rican pride factor. You know, she's committed to representing for the people of Puerto Rico. And she carries the culture proudly, man. Matter of fact, she make that chicken fricassee. She need to hit up her champion and freeze dry some of that shit and mail it to me. But that don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. You see, Puerto Rican boxing history is legendary. Fancy Amanda is carrying that tradition proudly. You know, we know about the Tito Trinidads, the Cottos, guys before that. You know what I'm saying? But Amanda Serrano's right there in the mix. She is carrying that tradition proudly, man. Because she represents things. Sacrifice, pride, toughness, the warrior spirit, that emotional connection that matters deeply. So fighters who represent communities authentically, they become larger than sports. And that's what she's been able to do. And that shit ain't hard to do, because I'll tell you what, Edgar Berlanga, I believe he was born in New York. I think she's born in New York. But she's born in Puerto Rico, it's going to be a little different. They treat you different when you're born somewhere. I'm telling you from being family from the Caribbean. Even if you come there, if you're 1 day old, you're born in America, but you're 1 day old and you end up growing up, arriving in the Caribbean, whatever island you're from it is, and you grow up there your whole life, they will always throw that shit in your face. Yeah, you grew up here, but you're not one of us. It's just, don't try to understand it if you don't have family from the Caribbean. Shit is funny as hell. But one thing she's done is she's been able to come out here, man, and have that connection and represent things well. Edgar Berlanga is another one. He out there. That dude hasn't represented Puerto Rico the way he should have. That dude's a special case, man. Entertaining. I like him, don't get me wrong. Motherfucker just crazy. But she's transcended the sport of women's boxing. And she became a respected fighter. And it's not just a female fighter. She's a respected fighter. And that distinction matters. It really does. Many fans say Amanda forced boxing fans to stop separating women's boxing from real boxing. It's boxing. They see great fighters now. And thanks to Amanda Serrano. And that may be her greatest accomplishment. So all these other fighters who want to take credit, stop. Because just like Amanda Serrano can give credit to the Laylas, the Ann Wolfs, the Christy Martins and shit, these fighters right now who are active and came after Serrano, shut up and give Serrano credit about what you did for the sport. Shut the fuck up. Give Amanda Serrano her fucking credit. That woman don't get the credit she deserves, in my opinion. And that shit irks the fuck out of me. I'm being honest with you. Fighting, not getting no fucking money and shit. What little bit she had, maybe a fucking cheeseburger, some bullshit on some bullshit menu from some fucking bullshit fast food restaurant. People had the audacity to not give her no fucking respect and credit. Shut the fuck up. I'll just say this because I'm getting agitated, right? And I don't like cussing. But it really fucking irks me just when I think about this. You know, her greatness is not built on one thing. And sure is only built on no fucking controversy and no bullshit drama. Shit's built on wars, sacrifice, championships, professionalism, consistency, courage, discipline, and respect. She helped change the perception, man. You know what I'm saying? She helped change opportunities. She helped change the business. And that's why these women today should fucking put some respect on her goddamn name. All these people, me, I. Shut the fuck up. Wasn't for Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, the Layla Ali's, the Ann Wolf, the Christy Martins. They weren't out here putting in that work. What the fuck would these people be right now? So don't get me fucking going on that. But hey, that's why I think Amanda Serrano deserves to be called the greatest, arguably the greatest female fighter of all time. And again, like I said, people are going to have opinions. It's just a conversation. But I tell you what, she changed the business. And people need to put some respect on her name. Yo, she fight May 30th in El Paso. Check her out. In the breeze.